YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to my lock question and answers video. Pretty much I've been getting a lot of the same questions in my videos, and I would like to answer some of these questions for you guys. So we're just going to jump right into it. The first and most popular question is, of course, how many locks do you have? Drum roll please. 135. I started out with 145 to 150, and because of the thinning that I've had in the back, I've had to combine some. So I've lost a few. My hair is still thick, which is no big deal. So 135, I'm working with 135 locks. What are your favorite products? Black castor oil, olive oil, flaxseed gel, and henna and indigo are my favorite products. How did you start your locks? I started my locks with the comb coils method. If you could start over again, I can't read my own handwriting. I got some chicken scratch. Woo! If you could start all over again, what would you have done differently? I would probably say, if I can start my locks over again, I would have did slightly a little bit more research, because I found Damian Walters videos, and I noticed how when he does the comb coil method, he leaves some of the ends out on the hair. But it also depends on what kind of hair he's doing. If he's doing some hair that's really thick, he'll go ahead and go all the way through. But if he is working on I don't know how he can tell, but certain types of hair, he leaves the ends out, and those ends become the buds, and they also thicken up at the end. Some of my hair, especially in the back, they're just the same width the whole way through, or they go skinnier. I wish that I would have left the ends out so that it would have budded and it would have been thicker. I love the skinny to thick look rather than the thick to skinny look. So that's what I would have done different. See, how often do you wash your hair? I wash my hair twice a month. And to answer another question, how often do you retwist your hair? I retwist my hair once a month. So my regimen usually goes in the beginning of the month. I'll wash and retwist my hair. About 2 weeks later, that's when the hair starts to fuzz up or you have some kind of new growth. I'll wash it, but I won't retwist it until the beginning of the month again. So wash twice a month, retwist once a month. How long does it take to groom your locks? Whew. I'm very particular when it comes to my parts, especially when I'm doing my hair. So I would have to say about 3.5 hours, about 3.5 hours. And that's shampoo, conditioning, moisturizing, retwisting, styling, and sitting underneath the dryer. Probably about 3.5 hours, and it takes a little bit longer or shorter depending on what style I'm doing. So of course, if I'm doing perm rods and I'm taking every individual lock and I'm using a perm rod to lock that, then of course it's going to take a little bit longer than whether I'm flat twisting the front and, you know, curling the back, or flat twisting the front and leaving the back out. So about 3.5 hours average. How old are your locks? I am 17 months locked. Why did you choose to lock your hair? I guess I can say all of the styles I've experimented already. I've already did the TWAs, I did the mohawks, I did all the natural styles, I did the puffs. And I rocked the puff for the longest, and I just grew out of that stage. So I started rocking a lot of protective styles, and all of my protective styles mimicked locks. There were always Singalese twists, genie locks, kinky twists, pin plaits, everything that resembled locks. So by the time I got out of the military and my husband begged me to lock because he's locked, it was a no-brainer. I was already ready for that transition. So I guess it was just time. To take your locks to fully lock, 1 year. It's still not fully mature, but I can say from the beginning to the 1 year, I can actually, it would take me a while to comb out my locks. So And I can say I can start it out. It was probably around 8 months before I could not just comb out my locks or wash it without something unraveling. So about a year. How long it's going to take for my hair to fully mature, I don't know. I'm 17, almost a year and a half, and it's still not fully mature. So we'll see for that question. What lock YouTubers do you admire? Namo80, Ondeck, and Patience Edit. Namo80 and Ondeck have traditional locks, and Patience Edit has sister locks. When I was deciding which locks to do, I had a little bit of both. I was stuck in between versatility and seeing my boxes. So I chose to go with traditional locks, but Namo80 and Ondeck, they have great traditional locks, and they have a great journey that they've tracked from the very beginning. So go and check those two out. And the last question is, do you ever accessorize your hair? Yes, I do. I recently got this from Claire's. I'll put a little tiara on, or I'll have a little piece of lock jewelry. This is just one of the many sets that I have. I have silver or gold. I like to match my outfit. So for those of you who have black hair and think that your hair is a little bit boring but you don't want to put color in it, tiaras and lock jewelry, lock cuffs work awesome. That concludes the end of my video. If you have any other questions that I have not answered, or any questions that you think of, then go ahead and leave me that question in the comment box, and I will answer that question as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. Follow me, guys, on Instagram at naturalbeauty0214. I do follow back, by the way. There's some people who just rude and don't follow back, but I do follow back everyone. I can't think of any more questions, so I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Signing out.